YouTube? What's happening? It is Sunday, September 21st, and we're going to talk baseball today. We have our usual Sunday, and this is the last Sunday before, well, we have a week left of the season, basically. So this time next week, we'll be talking about the last day of the regular season. So today, though, we have our 15 games. You can see everyone before you. A lot of day games for the live bettors out there. You know it's going to be crazy trying to do all of this while doing NFL as well. Get your thumbs ready. It's going to be busy. So we're going to break this down. Let's look at the recap of yesterday. Took all these plays right here. Ended up going, I believe, 6-4 on the day. Great stuff. We will take that. Obviously, anytime we cap. Plus, it's great. Wasn't the 7-0 from the day before, I know. But hey, profits are profits no matter how much they are. So, and then hit a ton. I mean a ton of live bets. If you're even in the chat, you know, you saw them. It was just a barrage of live bets coming out. I was in a mood last night. So, and the games were kind of iffy in the college scene. So I had nothing to do. So I just did a lot of live betting. So if you want the plays typed out for every single sport, or you want access to the spreadsheet or anything else, or a typed out list, check out the HQ. Simple as that, easy peasy. So never that. We have our 15 games. They start early. Let's jump to the first game right now. All right, let's jump into the first game. But remember, it is Sunday. And if you know anything about betting on the MLB on Sundays, MLB is dysfunctional. They don't want to act right. They do some weird things on Sundays, so just be very cautious. And then you also got to remember the fact that this is the last week of the regular season. You're going to have different levels of effort coming out from some teams. Some teams trying to make the playoffs. Some teams are trying to get to Cabo, trying to have a nice vacation. They got one more week of work. That's for them. Think of it. This is their job. This is their 9 to 5, their blue collar. This is I'm going to go to work, do my job, and then go home. That's what they do. So some of them, vacation time's coming up soon. So you got to adjust those levels of effort out there for people. So when we move on, first game on the day is going to be, looks like A's and Pittsburgh. And it looks like we got a plus 104 either way. So this is fun. This is an arbitrage, basically. If you bet both on different books, 104 and 104, you're guaranteed to win. You're going to profit the 4. If it was plus 100, be even money. But I mean, it's not much. Depends on what you put on it. But still, hey, it's nice that you can actually do that. It shows that right there. So 8.5 is your total. Let's pop over here to the spreadsheet. We look at our numbers. Pittsburgh's offense is, well, not there. And then A's are very average overall at best. So let's go ahead and look at the pitchers to see who's going to be going out there. This is Outlier, by the way. Link in the pinned comment. Go get you this beautiful software for free. System, website, whatever you want to call it. It is awesome, whatever you want to call it. So A's and Padres. We got Mitch Spence going out there against Mike Burrows. So A's are 21st in strikeouts, so we will look at strikeouts for Burrows. We'll look at Spence earned runs because he doesn't strike many people out. So Burrows is at 5.4 on a 4.5 with a 107 against the A's, who are 21st at 9.5 strikeouts. Do we want to is the question. 2025, he has averaged 4.94, so not the best, but still a positive number at least. Let's look at Spence. Spence earned runs. Now, Spence has not really started a game since July. Yeah, July 9th, back when it was super hot outside and it was summertime and not fall around the corner and spooky seasons here. And so it's been a hot minute for him. So let's see. I'm tempted to take Burrows. I'm tempted because of just the numbers I see. Let's go look at matchups to see what we got. Bullpen v. bullpen, down. Burrows history, never faced the A's. That's great for Burrows. We got righties. Pittsburgh versus righties, and then Spence versus Pittsburgh. We have some data, not too much. So far, all I like is potentially the strikeout prop. Potentially. We go HR and see if we have nothing. O'Neal Cruz, the only one on here, and he's just here for hits. Nobody else is doing anything good, which is great for like an underplay, a nerfy play, strikeout play, you see. So I think I might take this. Then again, I should probably leave this alone. This game is kind of cheeks. So let's see. Let's look closer. 4.9. Let's go. Last 10, he's at 4.9 on a 4.5. I prefer this to be a 5.5 average. I want at least one cushion. This is a 0.4 cushion. That ain't enough cushion for me. Not enough for the pushing. So we're gonna pass. We're gonna be smart. It's Sunday. We gotta remember that. Sunday. Weird shit happens on Sundays. So here's a sheet. If you're gonna play it, have fun. I'm moving on next. All right, game 2 is going to be Yankees at Baltimore. Let's go ahead and pull that one up. We can see currently Yankees a slight favorite out on the road with an 8.5 total. Spreadsheets, we see Yankees offense doing pretty good. Baltimore, not so much. Yankees won the game yesterday, 7-3 last 10. They're doing pretty good overall. Baltimore, just trying to get to the end of the season. That's all they're trying to do. So let's go to props. Let's look at the pitchers, see who we got. Change you over to a U. And we have Schlittler going up against Bradish. Both teams are bottom 6 in strikeouts. So we do want to look at strikeouts for both of them. You at 6.5. Damn. You're also 6.5. Maybe. I don't know. 2 and a 6 here recently, and 2 of the last 5. That's not the best. 6-2 and a 6-5. He could get this. He could get this. Is it going to be sweaty? Absolutely will be. I don't want to sweat that much today. I'm not trying to. It's already hot enough outside, and I'm good. So I'll try to stay in the AC as much as possible right now. So Bradish is even worse. Like his average is 6.8 because a 10 and a 9 are doing a lot of heavy lifting. That was Boston and White Sox. How about against the Yankees? How have you done? You had 5 the only time you faced them. Cam, how'd you do? You've never faced Baltimore, so not loving it. Not loving it at all, really. Bullpen. We come on down. We see Bradish versus Yankees history. We do have some high strikeout numbers, though. That's intriguing. I could. He is at home, too, and the Yankees do strike out a good bit right now, so. But then again, he might get rocked, too. I'm a little concerned by that. Righties, you see how Yankees have done. Baltimore versus righties, and Cam versus a Baltimore. There you go. Let's change this over to the HRR and see if there's anybody worth taking. We don't have much. We have Cody Bellinger, and that is it. Not the best. 2.6 and 2.1. Don't love that anyway. So, do we want to take Cam for strikeouts? Yes or no? 6.2 against Baltimore, who's 9.7. I'm going to say no. I don't like that. And your earned runs are 2. So, we're not going to take anything with you. Bradish is at last 10. The last 10 is only at 6.9. He's boom or bust. I don't like that. I don't like boom or bust. So, overall, the main thing we have here is the Yankees are doing good with their bats. Baltimore's not. Pitching is about the same. So, you could take the Yankees are 122 in the money line. That feels like a trap, doesn't it? They're never that low. They're never that low. Them and the Dodgers are always like 150 plus. You see them that low, it's like they're going to lose the game. So we're going to be smart. We're going to pass. Get ready. There's going to be a bunch of passes that I can already tell you. So pass, move on, be smart. Next. All right, let's head over to game 3. It's going to be Cubs and Reds. Currently, where are they at? Pull them up right there. Reds are a slight favorite. 9 is our total, and Reds are making noise in the playoffs. So you know what we need to do? We need to come over to our playoff rankings real quick and take a little peek at how things are happening over here. So we can zoom in. So playoffs, we see who is still alive and who's out already. Because when you're out, it doesn't matter. But teams that are like kind of fighting, like you see these 3 teams are absolutely fighting, which is kind of why I might want to just take the Yankees anyways. We might do them. No. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Detroit, Cleveland, Kansas City. Kansas City's basically out. They have, let's see, 78 plus 77 comes out to what, 165? There's 7 games left. KC will be eliminated today or tomorrow, most likely. So as long as Detroit and Cleveland win or they just lose, they're done. They're done. They have less than 0.1% chance at the playoffs. You're done. You're done, son. Seattle, Houston, Texas. Texas has 0.1%. You can see they're pretty much out too. They're 7 games back. Let's see, National League. Miami is still alive. The Braves are out. Miami has a 0.1% chance. Mets are pretty good. Looks like they're safe. The Reds are 20%, so they're trying. St. Louis is less than 1%. They're mathematically still there, but no, they're done. And then Padres, Diamondbacks, and Giants. Both Diamondbacks and Giants are 3.4 and 0.1. Padres are 99.9. So playoffs are pretty much set outside of like the Reds making a little bit of noise. Everything else looks pretty set. So, all right, good to know. Good to know. Back to the lines. Let's see. This is for this one. We said Reds are a slight favorite. We need to change this over to this so we can see our spreadsheet and see that. Yes, Cubs, Reds. Reds are trying. Cubs are already locked up. So, if anything, the motivation is on Cincinnati's side here. So, because they're the one team that has to keep on trying. Cleveland's at 60%. I just noticed that. KC, yeah. But yeah, Cincy should be trying more. Let's go look at this pitchers. Who's going out there today? Because that's pretty close. Nothing really stands out there. Not the screens take a side either way. So Reds versus Cubbies. We got Abbott going up against Italian. No one strikes out a bunch, so we don't really need to worry about that. Except for Abbott is 100% strikeouts. We could look at that. Why not? We got his earned runs, and we'll go earned runs for Italian. We'll look these 2 up. Abbott strikeout 6.2 on a 4.5. See, that's the good stuff we like. This is consistent, and he's got some peaks. We go last 10. He's been pretty good. Last, 7 starts, he's hit this number, plus 105. Here's the Cubs. He's shown he can be good or bad. So I'll take it based on what you've done lately and the fact you got to try. Yeah, I'm down for you to get 5 strikeouts. Absolutely. Sure. So let's look over here at Italian. Earned runs. Let's see what he's done. He's been pretty nasty. So I don't know if I want to take Cincy to win the game outright, but I do like Abbott to get strikeouts. That looks pretty good. Let's go bullpen, bullpen. Come on down. We got Abbott versus Chicago. There is your stuff. Let's look at some numbers. Anybody just tee off? Swanson's got 12 at-bats with 2 home runs, but right now He's pitching so good strikeout wise. You can give up some home runs. I don't care. Give up 6 runs. Just get 5 strikeouts. That's all I care you do. So there's your numbers there versus lefties. We'll see how they do. Not too bad. We got some hundreds. We got some twos. Nothing too crazy. We got Cincy versus righties and Italian versus Cincy. Yeah, there's some home runs on there. There's some stuff. Potential. There's potential on there. So let's look at the HR and see who's hot. Let's see who's hot, who's not. It is Hayes is the only one on here HR wise that we could use. That's not good. 2 and 1/8. Yeah, get off my screen. So for this one, we're going to do Abbott. We're going to trust the strikeouts. It's only 4.5. It's plus 105. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the list. ABBOT T over 4.5 Ks. Add to the list. Moving on. Next. All right, next up, we're going to Washington and the Mets. And I know the Mets pissed off a lot of people yesterday. So, yeah, they lost. So, somehow. Yeah, let's see what that line is. Where we at currently? It is Mets 245. Woo, that's high. With an 8.5 total. Let's see. Look at the numbers. And you see Washington's offense is just not good. But the Mets are just trying not to be good themselves. Both in the bottom 7 when it comes to strikeouts. That ain't good. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing here? Get rid of the 2 pitchers from the last one. Let's go Mets, change it up, and we got Manaea going up against Jake Irvin. So Irvin over earned runs is something we're going to look at. Actually, we got to look at strikeouts for both teams. Got to look at strikeouts. It's the rules. We have to. So let's start with this. Irvin strikeouts. Last 2 games, not bad. He's at 3.2 and a 3.5. Not a chance I would touch that. No. Earned runs, what you looking at? 4.4 for Jake Irvin. All right, if the Mets don't tee off on this man, I don't know. It's Sunday, remember. Manaea strikeouts 6.8 on a 5.5 plus 100. Yeah, that looks good. Philly's a damn good team. That makes sense. So Detroit, Philly, Washington. There we go. So yeah, I like Manaea strikeouts. Absolutely. He's at home too. Yeah, give me that. Manaea strikeouts statistically makes sense. Bullpen, and down. Manaea history verse. We have 1 home run throughout the whole group. We have a lot of high strikeout numbers. Beautiful. Lefties, they don't hit lefties well at all. That's what I want to see. Mets versus righties, Mets versus Jake Irvin. I do see some home runs. So not only do I think the Mets win, I like Manaea for strikeouts. We're going to go Manaea over. How many strikeouts was you at? You were at 5.5 for plus 100. Hey, I'm down. Over 5.5 Ks for plus 100. I am absolutely okay with that one today. So I do think the Mets win again, or win, not win again, just win, period. But I want to see them. I want to see them come out and see how they do for like at least a couple innings. Are they going to be stagnant, or are they going to actually do something today? So it's Jake Irvin. You should be able to do something. So, Jake, hey Jake, how do you do in the first inning? Curious, just have absolute curiosity. First inning runs allowed. Where's it at? Right there. Let's see. Head to head. Earned runs versus the Mets. Yeah, 6-4. Yeah, could be a bad day for Jake Irvin. So if I was doing a moneyline parlay, I would put the Mets in it, but I'm looking to take Manaea on the strikeouts and move on. Next. All right, let's move on to game 5, which is going to be Detroit hosting Atlanta. We come on down. Detroit is on a nice little 5-game losing streak all of a sudden. So can't really lock out the playoffs when you keep losing, Detroit. You see they're favored again at home, slightly. 8.5 is our total. And our spreadsheets, again, Atlanta has been cruising. 1-7, lost 5. It's Sunday though. Watch them win by 30. Who knows? That's how it works around here. And we get rid of the pitchers and see what we got statistically. We load up our Braves and Tigers, and we got Casey Mize going up against Spencer Strider. And we see Mize is at 4.5 hits allowed. We don't care about that. I care about, actually, yes, I do, because the Braves are 5th in hits. So actually, let's load up hits allowed for you. That's something we can absolutely look at. Yeah, 6-4 and 4-5. I can see Mize giving up hits, especially to this team, to the Braves, who are cruising 5th in average, 5th in hits, 3rd in home runs. Yeah, we're probably going to take Mize to give up hits. Did I not do HRR last? Oh, I didn't do HRR for Washington and the Mets. How dare I? Forgive me. Let me do it right now. We had a few. Dylan Cruz and Soto and Alonso and Alvarez. Look at me slipping on a Sunday morning. 2-4 and 1-9 for Cruz. Soto's 3-4 and 3-2 because Soto is Soto, but he's just good. We know that. 3-8 and 2-8 for Pete. And Alvarez is 2-4 and 1-7. So now we can pop that bad boy over to the Braves. There we go. Braves Tigers. But first, we got to look at the matchups. That's what we got to do first, because I do like that. Well, let's see. I do like that hits allowed. That looks really good. I can absolutely really like this play. So let's look at earned runs while we're here. Yeah, he gives up runs. I like the hits. We're going to keep that up there. And let's go grab Strider for a couple earned runs real quick, see what he's up to. Pretty, not bad. 2-8, even though he has a 7 spot on here. Not bad. Could be worse. We go Machos bullpen down. We got Mize versus, historically, not much here. Versus righties, you see how the Braves do. Detroit versus righties, and Strider versus Detroit. There's your numbers. HR wise, holy shit, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of HR. Let's see, is Drake started from the bottom. We got Nacho Cheese Alvarez, we got Profile, we got Olson, we got Torque, and we got Kim. Same ones from yesterday, I believe. And we got Drake 4-6 and 2-6. So yeah, if you want to go by last five, Drake is popping off. And we got Nacho 3 and 1-7. And Profar is at 2-4 and 2-2. Could be better. Olsen is at 3-8 and 4-1. Obviously had a 0 spot yesterday. Finally cooled off a little bit. And then Torque's at 3-8 and 2-8. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Mize. And Kim, oh yeah, Kim's at 3-6 and 2-6. I'm gonna stick with Mize. I like that play. Where's it at? Mize over 4.5 hits for 126. I like that one. We're gonna fade the pitcher. Mize over 4.5 hits allowed. We're gonna take that and move on next. All right, from here we're going Toronto and Kansas City. Oh, yep, there it is. So we want KC. There they are. Toronto, slight favor on the road. 8.5 is our total. We go spreadsheet. We load it up. And KC's offense. Now, again, remember, there's a 20 spot for that one day a couple days ago in there. So that's going to skew these numbers a little bit. So overall, lost 4-1-2. Toronto is going the wrong direction. So you haven't locked up the playoffs yet, Toronto. I mean, you're 99.99999% to make it. But hey, still, come on now. Win a game, lock it up, be done with it. So, and do this, get rid of that, change this to Blue Jays, and we have Waka Waka going up against Trey Yesavage. Okay, I don't know anything about Yesavage, so we're gonna have to look him up the other way, the old school way. Toronto Yesavage. We go to ESPN, and we come down and we zoom out so we can show you. He doesn't have a pitcher. He is 22 years old. He has pitched in one game this year on Monday. He started with 5 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts. Dude was cooking. Now he's facing the Royals, who don't strike out much. So, yeah, I don't know if he's going to do that again, but you never know. Second game, was this at home? That was on the road at Tampa. So he was in a minor league park, which is what he's used to because he came for the minors, obviously. So now he's going to a major league park for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to KC. So, okay. We'll see how he does against Toronto's bats. I mean, gets like KC's bats, not good. Yeah, so Casey's bats are hot right now from that game, so I don't. Walker's at 2.5 strikeouts. Yeah, I hope you're over a good bit because Toronto doesn't strike out much. Not a chance we're taking it. Earn runs. I don't need you. That's all I need. So 3-4 for Walker in his last few. We go matchups. We go bullpen down. Walker versus. There's some history. There's some data. 353 for Springer and 17 bats is pretty damn good. Outside of that, 429 for France and 28 bats is even better. So. Righties, there's your numbers right there. We go KC versus righties. That's pretty good. And yes, Savage, never faced him, obviously. We go to the HR and we see who's been doing anybody worthy of an HR bet today. Frazier, nope, not a single player is worthy. Bobby's at 1.5. We got to put some 1.5, but nobody in the green. Okay, that makes sense. It happens. You know, sometimes you're not going to have a play. Sometimes the best play is no play. So we're going to pass on this one. Move on. Next. Okay, moving on from here, going to Cleveland and Minnesota. Come on down to Minnesota, right there. There it is. We see is Cleveland 122 with an 8.5 total. Cleveland has won 10 in a row now. They have been crushing. They've lost 5 in a row. Cleveland, yeah, Minnesota got shut down yesterday in doubleheader. They could do nothing in either game yesterday. So, but today, who knows? Different story. So it is Sunday. Weird things happen on Sundays. So let's go ahead and get rid of you. Change the pitchers over to Twins and Guardians. We see Simeon Woods Richardson going out there for Minnesota versus Cantillo. Nobody really strikes out on either side, so we're not going to worry about those. We want the earned runs. That's all we want. So we see Cantillo has been pretty nasty. That is, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. And Woods Richardson 2-6. So clearly Cleveland has the better streak. They have the better pitcher. Bats are about the same right now. Let's look at the matchup. Bullpen. There you go. Down to the histories. There's your history for Simeon. Nothing too crazy. A couple home runs, but nothing too crazy. Versus righty, you see how Cleveland is. Minnesota versus lefties, and Cantillo versus Minnesota. There's a home run for Jeffers, but again, nothing too crazy. Let's go up here and look at our HR. Anything worth taking here? So we have a few. We got Jose 1.5, and we got Bo Naylor. We took Naylor yesterday. Well, not this one. We took the Seattle Naylor, the other one. So Jose is at 2-8 and 2-2, not bad. Bo is at 4-6 and 3. Okay, we do need to add. We're gonna take Bo Naylor. We're just gonna trust Bo to do both things. I'm just gonna take both Naylors probably. So B Naylor over 1.5 HR for plus 113. Yeah, I think I'll trust his history of kicking ass here lately and just throw him on there for a plus 113. So we'll do that. That'll be our play next. Okay, next up we're moving to San Diego and the White Sox, and come over here and we can see it is San Diego 150 with an 8 total. Head over here to this, we see that is a lot of damn red. That is a lot. I've never seen, I don't think I've seen an entire column of red this year. And leave it to the White Sox to do that. Good job, guys. Almost all yellow for the San Diego team, and we pop over, so clearly they look a little bit better, but we need to see who the pitchers are. We get rid of Bo Naylor. And let's see, pitchers are going to be Michael King versus Sean Burke. Well, Chicago's 21st strikeouts, we're not doing strikeout props. We just ain't doing it. And we ain't even got no Michael King strikeout props anyways. It's like they know. Burke, earned runs. Let's see, grab you. So both have earned runs. You're at 1.5, but you gave up 8 last time out. 8. But you're 1.5 today, though. Hey, that's good stuff. You're at a 3.4 average. But I don't trust the White Sox to do anything. I don't trust them. And Sean Burke is at 2.5. He's at 2. So, yeah. I mean, if this was a normal day where everything went like the stats said they should, San Diego should win this game easily. At 150 money line, sure. Am I going to take this game? Probably not. Probably not, because I'm a little scared. A little bit wee scared of this one. Yes, so there's your bullpens. Come on down. Burke versus San Diego. Look, not much data. Nothing really happens. San Diego versus righties. They do love them some righties. Chicago versus righties, and Michael King versus, this is heavily leaning San Diego, but are we dare going to take? We have one HR and it's Louis. That's all we have. Come on, God, that's it. And you're at a 2 and a 2. Remember when you were so good at like just getting like 2 singles a game every game? Oh man, this game is. And then I have a hatred with San Diego right now. They're bums. They cost me money. I'm gonna leave them alone. We're gonna pass. We're gonna be smart. Move on. Next. All right, next is gonna be Milwaukee and St. Louis. You can find me in St. Louis. Come on down, and it's Milwaukee 127. 9 is our total. We got the spreadsheet. We got the numbers. Milwaukee's offense is heating up. Number 1 in average and on base. 8th in runs. Number 1 in hits. Look at Milwaukee doing big things. St. Louis is kind of average, kind of all over the place in some things. So not really caring about that so far. I would say slightly in Milwaukee with the bats, but we'll see what happens here. Change you down to Brewers. Got him. Got him. Liberatore going up against Robert Gasser. Who the hell is Robert Gasser? Let's go learn who Robert Gasser is, because I have no clue. So, and then ESPN has somebody else pitching. Ah, yes. What a conundrum. ESPN has Freddie Peralta pitching, but the odds, well, there's only one odd. It's FanDuel. FanDuel's pretty good at things. I know, I'm a firm believer the sports books know before the media companies who's pitching these games. So, do we trust? Do we trust? I don't know who to trust. Really, I don't know. We know Liberatore's pitching. Everybody's agreement on that. So we'll just look at him. That's what I care about. Milwaukee getting hits on this dude. So what's your hits allowed? Because Milwaukee's number 1. Let's look at that. Hits allowed, not first inning. Not first inning, just overall. Hits allowed. 5 on a 5. You've been 5. Damn, your line's 5.5. You've been fairly decent. Can't complain. Bullpen. Let's come on down. Liberatore versus Milwaukee. Historically, there's no home runs, so he's actually been very good. 0 for 10 for Terang. Oh, see, this is why we do these. This is why we look. The Milwaukee has struggled against Liberatore, so good to know. Versus lefties, Milwaukee is like that. St. Louis is. Oh, they got the lineup already. Okay, cool. Versus that, and then now this is Peralta still. See, the Peralta's pitching. That's what we know. All right, so that makes more sense now. Versus Peralta, you see what happens here. So I don't like it. Shenanigans or a foot, and I don't like what I'm seeing, and I don't like any of the HR we just saw because we haven't looked at them yet, but the histories, I didn't like them. HR, what do we have? We have Terang, who is what we say, 0 for 10. We just saw that. Burleson and Donovan. So if you want to take one of these, be my guest, because I am not. I'm not going to trust somebody who's 0 for versus a pitcher for his career. No. We got, let's see, this is 3-2 and 2-2 for Burleson. And lastly, somebody's prop got deleted because I guess they're not in the lineup anymore. So Donovan, or is Donovan not playing? Oh, it updated. If I refresh it, does it go away? Let's look, wait for it, wait for it. Now it's gone. Okay, so yeah, weird thing. So Donovan's not, looks like he's not in the line today. See, good things like that. Good news. So see, all shenanigans all around. I'll live bet it, but I'm not going to put a daily bet on it. We're going to pass next. Okay, we got 6 games left. We got Miami and Texas now. Come over here and we see Texas slight favorite, 7.5 today is our total. Let's go to spreadsheets, change this over to Texas. And we have Miami's offense. Is Miami 9-1 in their last 10? Are they really? There's no way they are. There's no way. I gotta look this up now. Miami, who have you played in the last 10 games? Rangers, Rockies. The loss to Tigers, 1-1, 1-1. Wow. Okay, they are. They are doing quite well. Their only loss was the Tigers in a 2 out of 3 series right there. Okay, and Texas has lost 6 in a row now. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. That's how baseball works sometimes. I'm leaning Miami for sure here. Let's go ahead and go to the props. Take a look. We took Miami plus 1.5 yesterday. It hit. That was beautiful. So change this over to Marlins, Fish, and Authorities. And we got you. Change you as well. Change this over to this one, boom. And we got Merrill Kelly going up against Perez. Both are top 10 in strikeouts, so I do not care about strikeouts. Do not care in the slightest. I do care about earned runs, and I can only see Merrill Kelly's. Interesting. 2-6. You didn't get rocked for 6 last time. That ain't good. Matchup, bullpen, down. Kelly, history. That's a lot of strikeouts. Holy shit. That's a lot of strikeout percent. Now, it's not many at-bats with it, but still. Offers, they were strikeouts. So, Miami did not do well in the one time they faced. This is all one game, 2 games, you can tell. So righties, Texas versus righties, decent. And Perez, not much info here. So far, don't love anything here. Don't love side. I guess I lean Miami. I do like to take the streaking team, obviously. Jung's at 1.5, Marcy's 1.5, and Ramirez is 1.5. Let's look at these 3. Jung is at 3 and 2. Don't love that. Marcy's at 3-2 and 2-7. Pretty good. Could even take that. We'll leave that there. And Ramirez is at 3-2 and 2-6. He's been crushing too. 102 for you and 102 for you. I am intrigued. You're lefty, you're righty. Okay. You've both been doing good. I'm gonna lean Miami. 1.5 is that's pricey. Okay. Money line 122 for Miami to win. Do we? Yeah. You know, let's take the team that's been doing better. Just straight up. We're gonna take Miami. We're gonna throw a flyer out there on Miami money line. How's that sound? So if you don't like it, you can take one of those props, but I'm gonna leave them off, and we're gonna trust the numbers. I'm gonna trust this. I like to take teams that streak in baseball or fade teams that streak. They're both streaking different directions. Give me that. Let's take. Is Texas eliminated yet from the playoffs? I think they were not, but they're going to be very shortly if they haven't already. Let me open the tab real quick and look. Texas. Yeah, they're done. They have 0.1% chance of making the playoffs. So yeah, give me Miami. We're gonna move on next. All right, we gotta do this game. I know everybody's waiting for this game. Angels and Rockies. Yay. 104, 11.5. You don't care. I don't care. We don't care. Look at the red. They don't care. Nerfy. Absolute nerfy potential here. 100%, 80%. Red. Bottom 2 strikeout. 13 strikeouts. I think they're just playing around. I think they're trying to strike out now. There's no way you're that bad. There's only 27 outs in a game. You're telling me half of them are strikeouts now? Come on, guys. Come on. Let's look. Who's going out there for the pitchers? Let's go look. Just give me 2 fans out there so I can hit the over and just be happy. Because they didn't hit the over yesterday, I don't think. Dana versus Freeland. Okay, so we need to look at strikeouts for both just because we need to chuckle. We need something to look at and point and laugh at. So let's go do it. Dana is not a strikeout dude. Except for that game, he was a strikeout dude. But most of the time, he is not a strikeout dude. He's only pitched in 3 games this year where he started. You can see the information. And we got Freeland. Let's go 2025. How many strikeouts you got, buddy? You had 10 against San Diego, right? How did you strike out 10 Padres? Before that, you had 0. Do you saved him and banked him for the next day? That makes sense. Okay. You're at 4.5 now against... I almost have to take this because he can do it barely. I mean, he's 41%. But lately, he's 50%. He's going to say, hell, I could probably get a strikeout, and I can't pitch. So, I mean, they're just swinging and missing at everything. It's almost like we have to take it for plus 126. I'm going to take it. We're going to put it on there. We're going to go Freeland. Over, he's at home too, 4.5 Ks. I'm going to trust. Freeland's actually not a bad pitcher. I say that. Let me look at earned runs. Yeah, see, he's not a bad pitcher. Yeah, he gets popped a few times, but that's what Rockies pitchers do. We know that. So 2.7, that's damn good. That's elite for Rockies. We know that. Matchups, bullpen, down. Freeland history. Look at the strikeout rates. I'm liking this now. Freeland strikeouts for plus 122. Absolutely. There's not much here. There's a couple home runs for you, but other than that, I ain't worried. I ain't scared. We got lefties for you, and we got Rockies versus Rockies, and Dana versus, yeah, never faced Dana. So, yeah, I'm just going to trust Freeland to get me, oh, it's not even 4.5. It's 3.5. Even better. Even better. I'll put 4.5. Ooh, 3.5. You can get 4 strikeouts. I know you can. Wait, this is earned runs, damn it. It is 4.5. Son of. Okay. 4.5 strikeouts. You had 6, a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 10 versus 7. You can get 10 Padres. You can get 5 Angels. You can do that. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. Go get them. Yeah. Let's go look at HR. I feel like I'm rooting them on. You can do it. Yes. I feel better now. Nerfy? Do we do Nerfy? Okay, Caden, first inning, runs allowed first inning. 1 R. Last game you gave up 1, but you're 2 for 3. And these teams are absolute cheeks. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. First inning runs allowed. Whole season? No. Never mind. No Nerfy. No. He comes out, he gives up runs. I don't like that. Just get strikeouts. Don't do anything else but focus on strikeouts. We're going to take his strikeouts. We're going to move on. All right, from Colorado, we're moving on to a better game. We're going to San Fran and the Dodgers. Yay. Where is that one at? It is 210 Dodgers. 9 is our total. We go spreadsheet. We look at the numbers. Dodgers offense doing way better. They won 4 in a row now. San Fran is struggling. They're 2-8. You see everything there. They're striking out a ton. So clearly, it's going to be a Dodger play, it looks like, in this one. So Dodgers minus 1.5 is sitting at 105. I like that so far, if the pitching makes sense. Let's see, Dodgers, yes, right there. Sheehan's going out there versus somebody. Somebody, who's going out there? Is it a ghost? It is San Fran. Trevor McDonald. Yeah, exactly. I heard you say who? Yeah, exactly. Let's go learn about Trevor McDonald. He's pitched in 1 game, if you didn't know. Let me show you that 1 game. It was on the 16th of Tuesday. He pitched 2 innings. He went 2 earned runs in 2 innings with a strikeout. I wouldn't say that's good. It was your first game of the season, so who knows? So if that was your major league debut as a reliever, kind of weird. Still, yeah, you're going against the Dodgers. Good luck, buddy, because you got Arizona gave up 2 runs. So Dodgers 1.5. Sheehan's not bad. He's not great either, but he's not bad. And we have no earned runs for him. No earned runs. Don't worry, I can do it this way. Cool. I'll pop over here. Bullpen. Down. Sheehan history. Look, that's what I want to see. A bunch of red. Yeah, San Fran struggles against him. It's only been 1 game, you can tell, but he locked him down pretty good. First righties, they do well statistically all season, but not right now. Their average. Did you see their average? Look at this. $1.68. How are you that bad? That's rivaling the Cubs last year, where they were below 100 as a team for like 2 days. It's getting down there. It's getting down there. It was weird. So I don't love it. And then Sheehan, we got Dodgers versus Trevor McDonald, obviously, and versus righties. I think I'm gonna take the Dodgers. We're gonna trust the 1.5 because it's just one team's way better than the other, and they're at home, which makes a big damn difference. Oh, I was gonna say, where's HR? I hadn't swapped it over yet. Here we go. We're the HR. We got Ohtani for 2.5. We have no 1.5s. All right, Ohtani, which doing, damn, 3.8 and 3.3. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. I think we're just going to take Ohtani, but we're also going to take the Dodgers too. So I think we're going to go Ohtani and Dodgers. We're going to double dip our chip. So I want to take both. So we're going to go, damn it, there we go. LAD minus 1.5. And I also going to go Ohtani over 2.5 HR. And if you're curious, well, what's his home run line? Let me show you. I'm going to guess 230. That's my guess. What's your guess? Got it? Okay, let's look. 1, 2. 180. Ooh, it's like they know that he's going to hit a home run today. I can see hitting a home run off this guy. Absolutely. So Ohtani 2.5 HR. What was that odds on that one? 101. I'm down for that. I'm taking that plus Dodgers 1.5 next. All right, 3 games left. We're almost done. And we got Arizona and Philadelphia. Both teams, almost everything's green for the offense. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's see, 122 Philly with a 9 total. We come over here, look at the green. Look at all the green. Look at all the guac. That's all guac. That's good. Good stuff right there. Let's get rid of you and change the pictures over to Philadelphia. And we got Suarez against Rodriguez. I mean, I want earned runs. Can either of you get popped on? That's the main thing I care about. Show me runs. Show me runs. 2.2? 0.8, but you gave up 3 to the Dodgers. It's like the Dodgers get 3. Damn. What's the total? 9? I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Let's see that. There's your bullpens. We got this. Yeah, we got some history for Kepler, but that's it. Lefties, there's your numbers. Arizona versus lefties, and Suarez versus 2 home runs for Vargas and 18 bats, huh? Interesting. I don't particularly love the matchup. Pitching's good and bats are good, so makes me a little queasy on this one. Makes me not want to mess with this. So we got Blaze, we got Perdomo, we got Lawler. Who the hell are you? You're new. Carroll, and then Vargas. It's all not where are the Phillies? They're down here. They're the next group. All right. Weird. Okay, so Blaze is at 2-1-9. Not good enough for me. 2-6 and 2-8. That's good enough, but I want better. 2-2 and 1-4. No. Carroll's at 2-6 and 2-1. No. And Vargas at 2-4 and 2-8. No. Yeah. This one's a weird one. I think I'm gonna be smart. We're gonna leave this one alone. Everything's good. Pitching and bats are too good. Nah, pass on that one. Next. All right, we got 2 left. We're moving on to Seattle and Houston. We go and pop the sheet over to that. What time does this game start? Is it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Both there's 2 Sunday night games. Now Seattle Houston's on ESPN. It's Boston Tampa. I don't know where they're playing that one at, but it's also a night game. So let's see. And I'm assuming Boston Tampa did a night game to not mess with the NFL because they've already shown they'll move it around to avoid traffic issues. So because Tampa has a home game with the creamsicle jerseys today. Exciting. So anyways, let's move on to Seattle's 133 with an 8.5. We come over here and we see Seattle obviously doing great, 9-1, trying to go to the playoffs hot. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Let's go look at the pitching. Get rid of you and you, and change you to a U. Astros. Hit a lot of live bets on this game yesterday, and then all of a sudden Houston hit a grand slam in like the 7th or 6th inning. I was like, bam. Then left it alone after that. We have Jason Alexander versus Logan and Gilbert. So all I care about is earned runs in this one for you two. Don't care about anything else. Maybe hits allowed for Alexander. Let's look at Alexander hits allowed. Kind of curious. 5.5. Those kind of high. Kind of high. I mean, for real. Yeah, because he's been pretty decent. So we're gonna leave that on. Which one runs? 1.8, not bad. Gilbert's at 1.6, not bad. Bullpen down. Alexander versus couple at bats, nothing crazy. Versus righties, you see how Seattle does. Houston versus righties, and Gilbert versus Houston. Altuve loves facing this man. Damn. 353 and 34 bats is damn good. 2 home runs, 1.0. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Let's go look at the HR, see if he pops up. I doubt he does, but if he does, hey, we might just take him. Who knows? Pena and the other nailer. We took this nailer yesterday, and he hit nicely for us. Pena's at 4, 6, and 3. All right, Pena, I see you. And then we got nailers at 3 and 3, 4 because he's just continuing to crush. So 129 and 110. You're very boomer bust, clearly, and you're very consistent. You know what? I'm down for. I have so many passes today, and these are the 2 night games. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna take Pena and Naylor. So we're gonna go J Naylor over 1.5 HR, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna go Pena over 1.5 HR. We're gonna take both of them because 110 looks good. I like that. If you go last 5, you continue this. Yeah, boom or bust. You'll know by the 3rd inning if you're still gonna hit or not easily. So, and then we got Naylor, who's been very consistent. So that gives me both Naylors today. I like that. Good stuff. Move on to the last game we go now. All right, last game going to be Boston and Tampa. We see it is currently Boston 117. 8 is our total. We go spreadsheet. We look at numbers, and that's not the right game. This is the right game. Everything's average. Nothing stands out. Nothing stands out except maybe they're not as good at runs. So this one's going to be a pass probably, but you know, we always look at everything to be safe. That's what we do. So we change you to you, and we got Joe Boyle versus Connolly Early. Early is not bad. Early looks pretty good. Let's go earn runs for both. This is take a peek ski. And your 2 starts, you have 1 earned run allowed. Not bad. Joe Boyle's been beat up a little bit. Okay, so now we're leaning Boston a little bit. See how that works? Yeah. Bullpen down. Boyle versus, there you go. We got versus righties. Tampa versus lefties. Not the best. And then Early, there you go. So change you, get rid of you and you, and change this over to the last game. And oh, it's a lot of green. That's a lot of green. Over 8. Could be the play. Could be the move. It could be. Below, Diaz, Yoshida, we got Simpson, whoever you are. We got Lowe, we got Story. That's a lot. That's what, 7? 6 or 7 HRs between both teams. Tempted for an over. Tempted. 2-6 And 1-9, nope. Diaz 3-3-1, very good. We'll leave that up there. That's good stuff. Let's see, Masatakas at 2-8-2-1. Don't love that. Simpson was 0 for 4 yesterday. Sad, so I'm not going to take it again today. Low 2-6-1-6. Don't love that. And then Stories at 3-4-2-4. If anybody, I kind of want to say Yandy. Take Mr. Diaz because you see he's been quite good. So actually, what's the total? 8. I think I'm just going to take the over. When I see that many HR and that much green on the hits, that shows me they're getting on base a good bit. So let's just go over 8. There's only 2 games on, plus the Sunday Night Football. I want things I can root for tonight. So if this was in the middle of the slate, I'll probably pass. But since it's the second night game, I'll put it up. We'll put over 8 and call it right there. Good stuff. So let's go back to the schedule and we scroll on down. Now tomorrow, look at tomorrow. It's basically an off day. So I'll make a video. It's going to be short and sweet. So it'll be up here. If you want a day off tomorrow, just take a day off. You don't have to. There's only 3 games. We got like Chris Sale pitching, and we got some strikeout potential in this day. Other than that, I mean, Parker might get just beat up on. I don't know. And then Tuesday, like this is the last Monday of the regular season. Yeah, sad. We're in the last week. Moving on. So appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know what you're playing. Check out the HQ if you want to type that list, or you want access to the spreadsheet, or you want access to the chat where we do our live betting. Other than that, check out the Outlier, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. If not, I'll see you Tuesday. But I'm going to do a very short video tomorrow, Monday, and we'll see you then. Peace.